Hey, it's your Brickiest bud, the Brickiest Brick. I come before you from some piece of shit rundown brick shed somewhere to tell you about the Scream Fortress 2016 update. Well, this video might have a slightly negative tone to it, because today we're going to be talking about the Scream Fortress update. Now, I like the update, as I do every Scream Fortress, because I love playing on the maps. You know, I love the community maps. And the contracts, the Miraz missions and stuff like that, which we'll get to later. But one of the main points of this video is going to be about how Valve handled it. Obviously, they've made a lot of questionable decisions and a lot of questionable actions, both intentional and unintentional, in this update. So we're gonna start off here by just analyzing the general update. I'm tearing into this update. I'm gonna list all of the bugs that I could find, all of the bugs, all of the glitches, everything wrong that I can snoop out, I can sniff out from every corner of the room. Like, you're not gonna hear the stuff from Uncle Dan, you're not gonna hear the stuff from Fucky. I'm analyzing everything and anything. Or is it, that's the other way around. I'm analyzing anything and everything. So, Valve has been extraordinarily lazy with the past few updates, and this is no exception. This is no exception. And don't deny it. They're being lazy. You think they can't look at the community feedback? You think if they try to look at the community feedback, they try to look at a comment about their game and their screen just fucking explodes shards of glass into their face, into their eyes? They literally can't see your comments, your feedback? No, they did. Either they're too lazy, or they can't get to it, or they just don't want to. Like, the Miraz missions. The Miraz missions were not working when the update first launched. You know what happened when you clicked on them? You got contracts, in many cases, but they didn't give you anything. They didn't work. You know why they didn't work? You know what else was there? Your progress from last Halloween. That's right, your progress from last Halloween, they never reset. And you couldn't get any more points. You couldn't get anything. That alone right there shows how lazy they are. But look, I'm not gonna get into that. Most of you probably know about that already. But here's a couple things that might not have crossed by you. The vote kick system, doesn't work. Try clicking on it. When you click on it, it says a vote's in progress. Vote was never called. A vote was never called? Well, then my name is Jerry Seinfeld. I've encountered 2 hackers while I was trying to get footage for this video, and tried to call a vote. Didn't work. I alerted the enemy team that we can't kick them. Sorry about that. The vote system doesn't work. The vote system doesn't work. The vote system doesn't work.
The vote is currently in progress.
No, it just doesn't work. There's no vote in progress. The vote system doesn't work, so we can't kick this fucker. Moving on, the new save game feature, it doesn't work at all. You're probably so thrilled about it that you went on and it was the first thing you tried out. And, yes, it did work, but the sad thing you don't know is when you exit the game and come back in, it reloads what you last put in. It doesn't necessarily load what you last saved. Of course there were optimization issues as well. I did feel a lot of optimization issues. Certain maps in particular were lagging a lot. They were lagging noticeably. It was very noticeable that there was a drop in frame rate. What the fuck is this? What the flying fuck is this? Now let's talk about what they did to the competitive map pool. Okay, this was a conscious decision on your part. This was actually a conscious decision you made, TF Team. You removed 2 of the smoothest, 2 of the greatest competitive maps that were in the rotation. You removed CP Granary and CP Badlands. Those are 2 of my favorite maps, by the way. What are they replacing with? A payload map and CTF Turbine. Now look, I'm going to give you my opinion on CTF Turbine. Honestly, in my opinion, it wouldn't be a problem if CTF Turbine was in the game. Honestly, I played it a few times. Some of the games got really tense. I'm serious, like, try playing it yourself. Well, you can't anymore, but look, the point is, it wouldn't be a problem if CTF Turbine was in the game, but the problem here is, you're not allowed to even pick what maps, let alone game modes, that you want to play in competitive mode. If that problem was resolved, I don't think we'd have this big argument in the first place. So Valve just ended up taking out CTF Turbine recently. They just took it out. because everybody was lashing out against it. Okay, yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. Okay, yeah. Maybe you don't feel like integrating a map select system in competitive mode. Yeah, okay, yeah. I got that makes sense. Yeah, you might as well remove it anyway. You know. But where the hell are those 2 maps that you initially removed? There are absolutely no excuses. If Valve cared about this game like they do with CSGO or Dota 2, they would have had a lot more people on this team a long time ago. And if the TF team really cared that much about the game, they would be getting tons of community feedback. They'd be asking the community for help. And the little amount of times they do ask for help, it's for damage control and it comes off as being fake. Even their small team could accomplish a lot with time. They didn't even beta test it, though. They didn't even beta test the update. You see, this year's Scream Fortress has really showed us something. The TF team didn't take the mistakes they made with the last major update and change them and fix them when they did this update. In Meet Your Match, there were so many problems on launch. Yeah, everybody remembers that. They didn't beta test it. They didn't get hardly any community feedback on it, and it took them like 2 or 3 weeks to completely get all the issues resolved. I think even longer than that. Now what are we getting? A lot of these issues aren't even fixed yet, and we're already about a week in. I doubt they're going to be able to fix everything they broke by the end of Scream Fortress this year. This video serves as a warning to Valve, to the TF team. Start caring about your game again, or your reputation is going to be ruined. You're going to be getting less and less money. You're going to be getting less and less players. This game may well die without you. Old players are going to get bored. New players aren't going to come in. That's how a game dies. Although TF2 can never really die, if Valve keeps going down this path, its player base will just keep getting smaller and smaller. And if Valve really cares about this game, like every single person in the game's community does, and wants to see it keep growing and keep being alive and well, then they'd reverse their mistakes within the next year or so. Well, I'm gonna enjoy Scream Fortress, like I always do. Scream Fortress is always amazing. All the maps you can just go back and replay. The Miraz missions, which are finally working. And even the taunts are good, albeit expensive. The bumper cars taunt, $13. Totally worth it. Totally fucking worth it. While this video is still on a positive upturn, I'm going to mention our Steam group recently hit 200 members, which I'm proud about. And you should be too. If you aren't in the Steam group, join it. Because it's very, very important that you join the Steam group. It's very, very important. Everybody who joins gets a piece of brick. A piece of brick? Yes, piece of brick. A pizza brick? Pizza brick. You get a pizza brick too. Along with getting a pizza brick free of charge. Also, check out this video that I did with Zapdy. It's on his channel. Go check it out. It's a thing that's pretty spooky. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch and everything else I have in the description there. I know I haven't streamed in a while, but don't worry. I'm planning on doing more streams. Thanks so much for watching. Give me some feedback. And if you liked the video, drop a like so you know you did. And subscribe if you want to see more. And as I say every single time the video ends, or at least I try to say it every time the video ends, stay bricky.